What's up guys, now we're approaching autumn, let's do a nice Caribbean Saturday soup. So let's get on to prepping the vegetables. So what I'm going to do is going to get everything peeled, chopped up and then set aside. So you don't want these to be too small, you want them to be around that size. Sweet potato. You'll see I've got a couple different variations of sweet potatoes. You can use whichever ones you can get your hands on. I find that these ones are slightly sweeter. As you can see, I've kept them the same size as the white potato. This is just to make sure everything cooks evenly. And as you can see, this one's white inside. So this is a perfect way to use any leftover vegetables, so you can literally put whatever you want in it. Obviously I use these because it's more of like a Caribbean take on it. As you can see, I've tried to keep these a bit chunky because then obviously they cook evenly with the rest of the vegetables. So this is a yam, this is the yellow yam. We're just going to cut that little bit off. You won't really find these in regular supermarkets. I had to go to a Caribbean store to be able to get this. So this is a chou. You might not have seen it before. It's usually only found in Caribbean shops. So you want to take the outer layer off because the skin can be a little bit tough, and there's a seed inside. As you can see, it's a bit more exposed now, so I'm just going to cut this out. So this sweet corn I bought that was already cooked, but you can buy raw and then just put it in earlier. I will add these in slightly later so it doesn't take as long to cook. Pepper. Same again, I want to keep these quite chunky. So as you can see, this has got the seeds in, so remove the seeds. So now we're coming into autumn. It's the perfect time for Halloween, so we might have some leftover pumpkin, so it's perfect to put them in a soup. God, that was an absolute mission. So now all the vegetables prepped, we're going to get these into the saucepan. There's no oil or anything in there. We're going to add the whole can of coconut milk. So we're starting off with 2 litres of water. We just want it to reduce a little bit. If we need to add any more, we'll add some more as we go along. So now that's boiling, we're going to add in the seasonings. So this is the tropical seasoning, the green seasoning, the whole pimentos, So I'm going to add the pumpkin soup mix, and this is just because it's going to add a little bit extra flavour. It's also got some noodles in there, so. Let's give that a mix around. So I've decided to add 2 tablespoons of paprika. That's just for the depth of the flavour and for the colour. Just give it more of a vibrant colour. I'm going to add in the fresh thyme. Don't worry about it being on the stalks because we'll be able to pick those out afterwards. And 1 whole scotch bonnet. So I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to leave that to simmer until the veg is softened. So now that's bubbling in the background, we're going to get on to making the boiled dumplings. So we've got the plain flour. We're going to use half a tablespoon of salt. And then we're just going to incorporate in the cold water. So you just want to keep incorporating the water through it until you get the right consistency. You're looking to form a dough. So what you want to do is break over about that size, and we're just going to make spinners. So you can make that into 2. That's what you're looking for. This is really easy. You can always get your kids involved to help. So I've made some regular boiled dumplings as well, so just gonna roll it up, and then we're just gonna flatten it, just like that. There we go. Now they're done, we're gonna get them added into the soup. So now that's all nice and softened, we're gonna now add in the dumplings and the spinners. And then we'll add in the corn as well. And we're just going to put the lid on and leave it for another 15 minutes and then check to see how they're done. So that's been cooking for the 15 minutes that we said, and everything is now cooked. So we're just going to dish this up. So if you try and get a bit of everything in there. So obviously we cooked this in quite a short amount of time, but you could just leave this at the back of the cooker on low and just cook it for hours. Or even if you've got a slow cooker, just put it in a slow cooker and enjoy the rest of your day. And there you go, Caribbean Saturday soup. Enjoy.